I got bored today and decided to turn on a different anime. This one's called Hunter x Hunter, and it's about a young boy becoming a hunter, I think. The show seemed colorful enough that I might enjoy it after smoking copious amounts of marijuana, so I decided to give it a look. Now, I don't know exactly what a hunter is supposed to be, but the beginning of this episode gives us a little narration about how hunters like monsters and treasure in uncharted frontiers. It doesn't really say exactly what they do, so I'm guessing they just hunt treasure, or maybe monsters, or perhaps both. I don't know, fuck you. This cartoon starts on Whale Island. Now, with a name like that, you'd expect it to be known either for its fishing or its fat chicks. But as we soon see, there's a deficit of fat broads like in all anime, so I'm gonna assume Whale Island is all about fishing. But I could be wrong. We're introduced to Gon, who put on a wizard's hat and decided to go fishing, because his hot aunt told him that if he catches the master of the swamp, she'll let him take the hunter exam. We're told this when two jerk-off adults openly mock a kid in front of his aunt for having dreams and wanting to go fishing. Anime seems to like putting jerk-offs in its cartoons. It gives characters drive to prove everybody wrong, even if nobody actually acts like that in public settings. Jerk-off A says Gon has no chance of catching the master of the swamp. Jerk-off B points out that wasn't Gon's dad his age when he caught the master of the swamp?
But wasn't Gon's old man his age when he caught the master of the swamp?
He doesn't stand a chance.
And Jerk-off A just completely blows it off because he's a jerk-off. So Gon catches the master of the swamp using the world's strongest fishing line. He seems to be a pretty gifted kid, and I have a feeling the anime doesn't want me asking too many questions when I see him pulling off extraordinary stunts. Everybody in town is excited for Gon, except for his hot Aunt Mito, who's being kind of a rag about it. Hot Aunt Mito is having trouble coping. She silently drinks her tea while the shriveled grandmother tells her Gon is too much like his dad. Maybe somebody can explain to me at what age in anime all these hot older anime women transform into comically tiny little prune people, because they all either look like they're 29 years old or 150 years old. Having heard enough from the Crypt Keeper, Hot Aunt Mito walks in on Gon while he's polishing his pole. She gives him a ration of shit about his deadbeat dad who left him as a baby to go become a hunter. Gon tells her he wants to become a hunter to see what about the job makes you want to leave your own kid. Hot Aunt Mito runs out of things to say and points out to Gon how he's just like his dad, which we were literally just told in the previous scene already. So Gon leaves on his ship all by himself and waves goodbye to everybody at Whale Island. As soon as he leaves the island, Gon runs into more jerk-off adults. They overheard him shouting to his friends about how he's going to be the best hunter in the world, and of course, being jerk-offs, they have to shoot him down, even going as far as laughing like an evil person.
Be careful about saying stuff you can't back up, kid.
Then he walks over to two more jerk-offs, kicking a guy around because he dropped something. Why is everyone so mean to people in anime? Then the captain steps out and yells at the jerk-offs. We see he has a drinking problem and a genuine Bill Clinton nose. He's also kind of a jerk-off. Gon points out to the captain that he can tell there's a storm coming by talking to the birds and smelling the air. Sure enough, there's a huge storm. The captain seems to enjoy storms though, because he drunkenly takes the ship surfing up a giant tidal wave instead of lowering the sails like one of his crew suggests.
Captain! The mast won't hold out for much longer! We should lower the sails!
Don't be stupid! We can't quit when the fun's just about to start.
Endangering everybody's lives in the process. Next, the captain checks on all the hunter applicants and finds they're all seasick from his shitty, drunken sailing. A couple others in addition to Gon aren't sick, however, and that pleases him so much that he interviews all three of them. When he asks them all why they want to be hunters, only Gon volunteers his answer why. The captain determines Gon is Jing's son after Gon reveals he's from Whale Island. Except wouldn't everybody on that ship be from Whale Island? We saw the island shrinking into the distance. Why would the captain be surprised by where Gon is from? The two other weirdos are named Kurapika and Leorio, and they both seem like they came out of two entirely different animes. Kurapika tells everybody in the room he is a mysterious anime character, and so he cannot answer the captain's question because he's mysterious. So he's really pretentious, and he kinda strikes me as a jerk-off. Leorio looks like Waluigi in a business suit, and he's not answering any questions because he's a jerk-off. So the captain reveals that he's screening everybody for the hunter exam and that the exam already started. The other applicants already failed because they got seasick from the captain's wildly dangerous drunk sailing. So am I to believe the storm was supposed to be a part of the exam? What if there wasn't a storm? The captain didn't even expect that storm. Gon had to warn him about it, and now suddenly the storm was part of the exam. So Kurapika closes his eyes for a little while because he's mysterious, and then he finally reveals that he's the sole survivor of his clan, and he wants to become a hunter so he can avenge his clan's death.
I am the sole survivor of the Kurta clan. 4 years ago, my entire clan was annihilated by a band of criminals.
He's kind of a douchebag towards Leorio, who really can't deal with kids not calling him Mister for some reason. Leorio demands Kurapika to step outside, and he insults Kurapika's clan. Kurapika yells at him, and we can really tell that his voice actor is a woman.
Take that back, Leorio!
Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of boys in anime are voiced by women, but they're usually voiced by women who can do a pretty good little boy voice. Kurapika just sounds like a grown woman. So an adult man and a young boy go up to the ship's deck to kill each other, and Gon tells the captain to let them do their thing, because f*** it, that's why. Then the storm gets worse, and now even the captain is getting worried. But Leorio and Kurapika are focused on having a knife fight. I still don't know anything about a hunter, so I don't know if business suits and switchblades are standard issue or not. Then the guy gets knocked off the ship, and the three jerk-offs work together to save him. Gon points out how Kurapika and Leorio caught him together, and Leorio says,
I guess you might have a point.
"No, asshole, he's just stating a fact." So Leorio and Kurapika apologize to each other, and they both drop the jerk-off act and almost start talking like normal people. The captain is happy to see everybody getting along, so he agrees to drop them off at the port by the exam center. What was he gonna do if everybody failed? Turn around and drop them off at home? This was a really silly show, and I'm still left on my own assumptions on what a hunter exactly is. Some shit really didn't make sense. Like the whole ship ride being a test thing, it felt like a giant asspull. Leorio and Kurapika sucked. They seemed a little less shitty towards the end, so maybe now that everyone's getting along, they'll be more fun to be around. As for what I liked how colorful the cartoon was, and the animation wasn't too bad. Gon made me smile a couple times with some of the cheeky shit he said.
Think carefully before you answer.
You catch all that?
I like that he says right up front his reason for being a hunter is to find out what about the job made his dad leave. I don't want the show to beat around the bush with character motivation and slowly reveal it to me like I'm supposed to be moved by it. Just tell me up front what a character is trying to do. Kurapika tried pulling that slow reveal shit, and the captain rightfully nipped it in the bud real quick. So altogether, this show wasn't horrible. I actually might be willing to watch it sober. If you want me to watch more, leave me a like and a subscribe, or just leave me a comment and say hello. I'm so lonely.